And Gov, just wanted to get your comment. Senate President Edith Divan Guerrero has brought up the apparent news of ARPA funding still being available despite 500 staff being laid off or having to be let go because of the ARPA funds expiring. So can you comment on that? I know the Secretary of Finance also released a statement.
Have you guys received the statement by Tracy? You already got it.
Yes,
Okay.
just your comment on the Senate
Let me just so obviously it's all about the numbers. Let me be very frank with everybody, and let me be very frank with my dear President of the Senate. If she sees or she knows of the checking account number with $93 million ARPA fund, please let me know. Whether it's in Bank of Guam or First Hawaiian Bank, because what she was looking at is actually the budgetary spend plan, the $93 million. Okay, that's what that was. And Tracy's letter revealed that we actually only have $24 million. Okay, so we still got to deal with health insurance. We still got to deal with some Medicaid expenses, a whole slew of things that we still got to pay, and we still got to pay for some of the commitments that the previous Secretary of Finance made. If we made all those payments, we will be in a deficit immediately. So we're trying to, the Senate President made a statement that, I ended up firing 500 people. No, I ended up terminating over 600 people. That is not an easy thing to do. I want her to understand that. That is painful. That is absolutely the most painful decision that I had to make, 3 months into my administration. But when you're Secretary of Finance and all your financial advisors have told you that if you don't do this, this is one of the things you can immediately cut costs. If you don't do this by April or May, you're going to be without a payroll. You're going to have to end up figuring out where you're going to pay those folks that are funded locally. Now, we created those jobs when ARPA funds was available. We created those jobs. We protected those jobs that were civil service. So if you're civil service or you're a locally funded position, we will keep you, albeit at 72 hours. We will keep you. And that's what we're struggling with.
But Gov, I think some of the tension with the lawmakers is that from the very beginning at your press conference in this room, you said there was no ARPA. No ARPA was the story that we've been told this entire time. So can you just respond to those who say there's actually still some ARPA left?
There's really no ARPA that has not been committed. I mean, if there was ARPA due, we will not be in this situation. Let me say this. $200 million of ARPA funds was transferred out of the federal accounts to the local accounts for what? We're still struggling with trying to figure that out because the funds were commingled. And that's why Tracy was saying you don't really have those funds, because when you look at the bookings, just the bookings and the obligations that needs to be paid out, there really isn't.